In this video we're going to discuss the target schema for web forms, and in the context of web forms, a target schema allows you to select how the web form should be rendered in HTML by the .NET Framework. So what you can do is specify within your web forms that when it comes time to render this page into HTML, that you can make it so that any browser can view it, in which case you will be using a lot of tables and tables within tables. It can look pretty nasty. Or you can use a modern version of a browser, in which case it'll take use of DHTML absolute positioning in order to achieve the graphical layout of your web page. So here's the ramification. By default, web forms set the target schema to Internet Explorer 5.0, which works just fine for all modern versions of Mozilla and Netscape. And sometimes some earlier versions of Mozilla and Netscape will be just fine. They'll be able to accept the tags with no problem. Although from personal experience, I can tell you that you need to really test your specific web page and the look and the feel that you're trying to achieve with this setting. However, if you work for a company that sells products and services over the internet, invariably your marketing people, yeah, the bad guys, just kidding, they will come to you and say that their usability studies show that maybe 10% or 20% of their users will use Internet Explorer web form designer. I know that's, that's heresy, but I'll basically just design everything so that it looks exactly the way that the graphic designer created it in the first place. And I'll try to represent that in HTML. Then I'll pull that page into VisualStudio.net, and I'll replace any of the dynamic sections with ASP controls. So this way I can count on the fact that the graphic designer or the layout or the artist, he's already taken some consideration about cross-browser capabilities. He's probably even using a Mac or Netscape, as most designers and graphic artists are prone to do. So I can be pretty confident that it's going to look correct on those platforms. I'm not going to trust that. I'm just saying that it's a good place to start from. And then I can also deal with my own HTML rather than looking at Microsoft's generated rather ugly HTML with a lot of call spans and things of that nature. I can have more control over how I want this to work. So that's what I'd recommend doing. But you need to find the approach that works for you. And I hope this video was helpful. Thank you.